What is good, YouTube? Quinway coming to your analysis breakdown and tribute to the great John Stockton. He was very patient and very smart the way he attacked the basket. It was rare, but he was able to use his footwork and his IQ to know when to cut to the basket to get quick shots at the rim, and no defender or shot blocker was in the paint because of his decisiveness and his smartness to be able to attack the rim at the right time. He can also come off a screen or off pick and roll and hit a three or a mid-range shot, and these was high percentage shots because they basically was wide open. And I think that when you look at the fact that he didn't rush it or didn't force it, it really made his shots tough to guard because you really wanted to stay attached to him, but you also had to pay attention to the roller because he was so great at hitting the roller after he was able to get free. And then you see him bombing threes, and you see him being the aggressive player at the top of the key because he keeps his head up and he pays attention to everybody on the court. And next thing you know, he's hitting the three, or he's stopping and popping over a defender because you overhelped or you over committed to trapping the pick and roll or blitzing the pick and roll, and then he just slowly glides himself wide open, and then he's able to do no hesitation pull ups because he was so confident in his mid range game. And that's something that you couldn't really take away from him because he already knew what to do. And even if you guarded it well, he had the ability to create separation enough to get a quality shot off. And it didn't really happen that much often anyway by the fact of the screen setting. His playmaking is one of one. Obviously, he's a nine-time assist leader, being able to find people for mid ranges, being able to literally look at where they're going to go, lead them where they have to go, or just passing right in the pocket so they can just go straight up with their shot. And they was confident because of that. All I gotta do is just finish the play that's already started by John Stockton. That's what made him very tough to guard, is because everybody on the court was a weapon offensively, and it's just about when he was going to pick apart the defense to be able to lead his teammates to easy buckets. These are mid-range jump shots that's wide open. These are layups at the rim, deep catches that these guys are getting. These are three-point attempts that they have so much space and so much room that it's like a practice shot, and it's because of his accurate pinpoint passing that these opportunities even exist. And just seeing the transition game be so dominant, like he just literally reading the defense even in semi transition and just making the easy reads and the easy plays without even hesitating or even thinking about it too long. And I think that that's something that we didn't appreciate as much, just the easy opportunities he gave his teammates each and every night. And it just made them getting 25, 30, and the role players stepping up whenever they could, just to fill in that blank. And the blank was score this many times at the basket, score this many times at the mid range, and just make sure you space the floor. Just kept everybody engaged in the offense, and he was just hitting everybody throughout the game. You just didn't know when you was going to get the ball. You just knew that you would get it in the spot to where you was confident of putting it in the basket. And that's the main thing you want from your point guard, is to run the offense and make things easier for everybody. And even the big man was just having fun, just cutting to the basket, getting deep catches, getting easy opportunities, and just finishing it. And then he had the great defense, being a steals leader. He was able to deflect passes. He was able to strip people, by always being in the play. You think he's out of the play, you think you beat him, and he'd just come back and catch you, or he'd come back and strip you in front of you, and he'd just turn that into offense. And his teammates benefited off of that too, and also him. Easy layups, easy dunks, and easy opportunities, and the crowd loved it too. And he's one of the greatest free throw shooters ever in the history of the NBA, in college and in high school. So when we look at John Stockton, yes, he is one of the best players ever, but he's definitely a point guard to some people because he played the game so well, and he made sure his teammates stayed involved, and he made sure that he was picking his spots when to score and not getting in the way or not being too ball dominant when it comes to holding the ball the whole clock. He was making quick decisions, quick plays, and they always often led to a bucket. He was a 10-time NBA All-Star, an NBA All-Star MVP in 1993. He was All NBA First Team in 1994 and 1995, showing you that he was one of the best players in the NBA, not just at his position. He was 6-time All NBA Second Team from 1988 to 1990, 92, 93, and 1996. He was All NBA third team 1991, 1997, 1999. He was five-time All Defensive second team 1989, 1991, 1992, in 1997, and he was a nine-time NBA assist leader from 1988 to 1996. And he was a two-time steals leader in 1989 and 1992. He was on the anniversary team of the top 50 players ever, the top 75 players ever. His number 12 jersey was retired by the Utah Jazz, and he was a great college player, high school player too. That led to him understanding the game and playing the game the right way, in the way that it should be at his position. And he was a guy that averaged a double double for his career in stats. And he was one of the guys that was able to dominate on both ends of the court at the guard position. One of the first players to take it very seriously when it came to winning. I want to win. I want to do anything to help my teammates win. And that's the win-win when it comes to being a team sport. And he was one guy that played at the highest level and just really was a master manipulator, and a guy that really bent the defenses and always got them out of whack, and always got them trying to get frustrated because of the fact that he was just so hard to figure out, and it's just like trying to figure out a puzzle. Sometimes you know exactly what to do. Sometimes you go in there empty minded. Sometimes you be prepared, but you know what's going to come with the territory of it. And he already came in the game focused on how to play his game the right way, and that just made everything easier for everybody else. And then it was just an onslaught of, can you stop them? Can you even reduce what's happening? Can you even try to slow them down? And the answer for the most part was no. And that's why I got love and respect for John Stockton, because you knew what he wanted to do, you knew what he was trying to do, you knew that you had to pay attention basically the whole 48 minutes on the court, and he always basically figured out a way to impact the game, even if he was on the bench, even if he was in practice, and even if he was on the court for 32 minutes out of the 48. It was just an elite offensive weapon, just making everything very, very crisp and very, very clean. And those passes leading to easy buckets just made them a frustrating team in general to guard and defend and prepare for, because of John Stockton was just that good at reading and delivering those type of passes on each and every day basis. And the fact that he scored only when he needed to, or only when he felt like it was a quality shot or the best shot available, and you just don't see people reading the game the same way as John Stockton, and that's one of the reasons why we still look at him as an all-time great still to this day. We haven't seen a player like John Stockton, we haven't seen a player play like him before, and that just show you how great he has aged. Even in the modern game, I can see him being a dominant player, even though he played in the 90s for the most part. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell for more analysis. I have videos just like this and more on my channel. I have over 2,000 videos. So if you're new to the channel or you want to join the channel, it's a lot of things that you'll be missing if you haven't seen any of my work. And if you've already been subscribed, just make sure you check out some of my videos that you might have missed or you might have had the opportunity to watch. It's the summertime, so it's still fun. It's still things to do, but it's also a little bit of downtime. So use your downtime wisely and get some hoops. I upload basically every day, and this is another video that most people would say is a classic. I thank you. I appreciate it. All I'm asking for is to continue to watch and continue to like, and that's the best support you can give to a channel like this. Other than that, thanks for watching.